Welcome to Study Loop.
So I'm going to graph two periods. I'm going to use cosine as my template for this. My amplitude is 5 for that. Frequency is pi over 4, which means the period is 2 pi over 4, which is 2 pi over 1 times 4 over pi. That is going to give me a period of 8. I do not have a vertical shift, but I have a phase shift. I'm going to start at -3, and I'm going to stop at +5, -3 plus 8. Okay, so I'm just going to, ready to sketch. I'm going to start here at -3. I'm going to go to 5. That's one period, and then we'll graph a second. So halfway between -3 and 5 is +1. And halfway between -3 and 1 is -1. Halfway between 1 and 5 is 3. Okay, so this is a amplitude of 5. I'm going to go down to -5. It's a cosine curve. It's going to start at its highest point. Okay, and that's what this one period is going to look like. I'm going to do a second period. Each period is 8 in length. So I'm going to add 8 to 5, and that's going to take me to 13. Halfway between 5 and 13 is 9. And halfway between 5 and 9 is 7. Between 9 and 13, I have 11. So I'm going to have this happening now. Okay. So there's two periods of cosine, but I want secant. So what this means is wherever I have zeros for cosine, I am going to have vertical asymptotes for secant. And I'm going to have these overlapping points. So the blue graph is your secant graph. And you could, if you wanted to, it's up to you, you could erase the cosine and just leave your secant there. That's up to you. Or you could just use it as a template. So now let's see what other information we need. Stretching factor. That is 5. And then the period, that's going to be the same as our cosine. That's 8. And the asymptotes, we have vertical asymptotes. At x equals -1, x equals 3, x equals 7, and x equals 11.